This video is going to mainly focus on red and green climbs with a couple of purple sprinkled in. Starting us off here, we have a nice yellow climb. Really easy. I'm a little nervous going into this session because I had the tear on my left hand and a semi-tear on my right hand. So I was trying to take it easy initially. I had this quick heel band-aid on. It seemed to do its job pretty well. I ended up taking it off after this climb here because it kind of got scrunched up and kind of pulled itself off anyways. It seemed to work really well. So if anyone else out there has a big tear, then definitely would recommend that. Also in this climb, you'll get to see, or you'll get to see how much difference new shoes make. You'll see it when we do some more slabby stuff that you've seen previously. That green one, nothing too special. These are all basically new sets except for a chunk in the middle. Starting off this red one here, just check into the holds. My hands were feeling a little funky after pulling the band-aid off, so I just wanted to make sure. Getting my feet up. Got my nice new shoes on right there. Really enjoying them so far, especially after this session. Felt super strong. Got these hands moving over. Just trying to move everything over and up all the same time. Trying to keep my skin happy. Getting the feet up. Footwork is important. And finishing that one off. Starting this green one here. Pretty weird, pretty low down. It looks almost like I'm sitting. I did pull my butt just off the ground. Get up and around. Pull myself up. Grab that little handle there. Get my feet up, up, up. Stand on that. Stand all the way up. Then use that to get over there and stick my foot right there. And then just flag the other one. Match, and that climb is done. Up next is another yellow climb. I did these first 5 or so climbs all within about maybe 5 minutes. So this yellow one, I was starting to kind of feel tireder. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just keep myself a little warm, but not super stressful with the yellow one. Took a little break, came back, did this green one here. I actually really enjoyed this green one. Start off with your foot on that little volume there, kind of matched, and then grab that pinch. Starting to like pinches more now. I want to start liking climbs that aren't just super jugs. I want to start doing crimps, which that's going to require me to, I think, lose a decent amount of weight here. So it's not as intense on my skin. And I also like pinches as well. Next up, red climb. I think this red climb was pretty straightforward and easy here. Just kind of a ladder up the wall. It seems that the purple climbs in the gym right now are significantly more difficult than they were previously. At least that's how I'm feeling about them. But this green climb here is interesting. I kind of just pull myself up and then lean way over here. And I take a step out. I reach up with my left hand, grab that there, stick my hand on the volume just to stop myself from barn dooring, and then climb down. Here we have another red climb. This is new red climb, but as you'll see, it looks very familiar to a climb I've done in the past here. Not quite as the same, but pretty close, where you start low and then you climb kind of up and around almost in like a semicircle here. And I'm able to easily finish off this climb. 2 hands on this top hold here. Make sure I got my feet up and done. Next up is these nice slabby climbs here. Up to this point, I knew I had been 100%ing all the climbs, so I wanted to push myself, and it's been a while since I've done these climbs. It's been at least 3 weeks. So I thought I would come back down here and give it another shot. Push myself up and over. Thought that was pretty easy. Reached out, was able to touch it, finished. Then this red climb here, very similar. A little bit slightly harder with the foot here. I was a little nervous putting my foot there, but then I was like, you know what? I'll just reach way out there, put my foot on, go up, and then worked across. And this is where I found out new shoes are absolutely beautiful. I was unable on these climbs the last time I did it. I was unable to stand very securely on that second, not the second volume, the third volume. Here's the green one. Started the green one here. I'll be more specific with the volume. So not this volume that you see these two green chips on, but the next volume where you see just one here. Previously, I was just not able to stand very securely on it. This time, it was easy. I was able to stand, almost walk on it, and it felt super, super easy and very doable. That was the green one done. Up next is the purple one. Here, I reach down, start the climb, easy. As you can see here, I just am able to step directly to the second, not the second volume, that's not the starting one, I guess. And I go to pull myself up here using the same technique I used last time, and my fingers just slipped off. I'm all mad at myself. So I go back, touch it again, make sure 2 taps for good luck. Stick my toe right on the corner, work myself all the way around, and I'm easily able, I feel like I have so much grip here, I'm easily able to step, and I'm just standing here. Previously, I would have been freaking out that I would slip it off, but new shoes are beautiful. I love them. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Up next is this green one, and right here, I'm like, I should not do this one because I realized my skin's not feeling too great, so maybe not put extra strain on it. So instead, I'm like, you know what? Let's go to the super back room of the climbing gym and do a yellow, follow up with this red one right here. Now, I did find out towards the end of my session that there was a climbing competition in here while I was gone. And so you'll see kind of weird taping that I haven't really ever seen before. So I was very confused by it. I was also kind of confused by this climb. This has nothing to do with the competition. But I kind of got myself up there. 2-hand start there. 2 taps for good luck. Hand on there. And then here it was all about footwork. Need to get my foot up to that top green hold on that dark blue volume there. Kind of smush my feet around. And then as you can see, step up there. And I'm just able to reach up, pull, and get my long arms up there, which it's pretty easy. Just a weird start for me. Up next is this red climb. 2-hand start there. Then these nice finger pockets, which I really enjoy. Again, loving the grip on my shoes. Obviously, I know it's not infinite, but it does feel pretty darn good. Working my way across, making sure my feet are good. And we're good there. This purple one is just like basically where I'm standing. The tape is on this hold here. So I'm here. I'm like, I'm going to try to walk up this wall. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to try that because that didn't feel safe to me. So I was like, maybe we'll try that later. This is a climb I've attempted in the past. I've gotten a lot closer this time. So slowly working my hands up here. What I was trying to do was trying to get where you saw my right foot. I was trying to get my left foot onto it. Just kind of do a little foot swap or even up to one of the rails. I ended up to do that and my feet were kind of hurting. So I was like, I'm done. So here's the weird thing. So you'll see 2 hands. Okay, so this is a orange climb, but this is one of the bouldering climbs. You're supposed to start 2 hands over here and then 2 feet on where my feet are starting. So 1 foot on each of these holds. So what I ended up trying to do eventually is stick my foot way out over there to that hold right there. And I was like, I'm not doing it. So it's weird. Again, this red climb is very similar where you start 2 hands here and then maybe, no, this one was not a comp climb actually. Now that I'm realizing it, this was not a comp climb. I just got very confused with the orange tape and the red tape. This is just an easy red climb. But this green one, you'll see 2 feet right down at the bottom. So both my feet had to start on that little lumpy green hold there. And so I'm thinking, I was like, okay, this is kind of confusing, but I guess I start 2 feet here. So I stuck my foot out, then reached up, saw that there. And then as I reached around here, I realized, oh, look, there's another hold right there. So I kind of got myself around, got it all situated, grabbed onto that little one sticking out from the wall, moved my feet around, got up to there. I thought this was the finish for a second, and I realized, oh wait, that's the finish over there. Let me move that. Get my feet situated first though. Just got my feet all good. Then 2-hand finish, boom, done. This yellow climb here was right next door to the green. I took about a 5-minute rest here. It's pretty beat after doing all these climbs. So I was like, okay, I'll do a little rest and then get back into it with a yellow. Foot almost slipped off there. Boom. That was beautiful. Great. 10 out of 10. Now we have this red climb here. I actually enjoyed this climb because it was quite overhung. It might not look that overhung, but it was pretty overhung for myself. And really liking the movement kind of up the wall that I was doing here. And I'm able to match this top hold. Probably rate that a V1. Not too difficult, but you know, I would say definitely more difficult than a V0. Up next is this green one. I was a little disappointed in myself. I had a 100% green success rate today. Now I do end up doing this climb, but as you'll see here, I go up for that and my foot just flies off. So I kind of took another break, watched someone do a pretty sick move, and then, you know what? I was like, you know what? I can do that too, but I can skip what they did and just go directly to this hold. So I ended up doing that. And then I was like, cool, let me do that again, but just do this here. And then I kind of start swinging. So here I'm like, okay, wait, I got to focus, make sure I get my foot onto the wall and am able to hold myself there, get a good ab workout in. And then from here, it was pretty straightforward. Climb up and up and up. And then 1 hand, 2 hands, done. Up next is this purple one. I'm 100% going to get revenge on this one. Unfortunately, I did not finish it. Spoiler alert. But as you'll see here, I do something I would say is pretty dangerous, and I kind of freaked myself out when I did it. So that's kind of what scared me off of it. I go up to reach for this one here, and I think, oh, you know what? I can do a nice little heel hook here. I put my heel in there, and then as you see, my foot's kind of stuck. So I'm like, you know what? I was like, maybe I can try it. Actually, no. I'm gonna keep my ankles while I still have them, while I'm young. So instead, I was like, you know what? I can't end the session on a big L like that. Let's go for broke, and let's go for this long red one. I've done this, I think, once before. It is quite long, especially at the end of a session. Even though it is just a red, it's the easiest hold climb that's not just a ladder. So I was like, you know what? Let's go push myself a little bit. I was really feeling it here. It's like, oh man, like 3 more moves. Okay, there's 1, there's 2, and then I was like, you know what? Just go for it. Boom, 3. Move my feet over, touch it, and we're done. Here's the tail of the tape. Perfect on yellow, perfect on red, 90% on green. I'm really feeling like green. I'm in the flow of things with green. Purple, need to find some easier purple climbs. Not able to do that quite yet, but that's okay. But what is positive, my fingers recovered great. That orange one, I think I can do. Maybe I'd get a little stretching in between now and the next session. But purple is awesome. I'm excited for green. Green seems to be almost locked down right now for myself. Just a couple mistakes, but that's 9 climbs attempted and 9 climbs completed. Just you know, I did one extra attempt because I didn't miss. But that's all for this time. See ya.